What is the difference between the rich, the poor, and the middle class? Now, it might look like there's a lot of difference between the rich and poor and the middle class, but what if I told you that it's just one single idea that separates them by a bunch? What if I told you that? And it's not even about what they do, it's more about what they buy. So I'm going to be talking about what is the one thing that rich people buy that the poor or the middle class don't, right? Before I tell you this idea, which would for sure change your life forever, I want to let you know about two definitions that the rich people have that is different from the others, and that is a liability versus an asset. The rich people have a definition for a liability as something that takes money off of you. Anything that takes money off of you is a liability. An asset, on the other hand, is something that puts money into you, gets money in your pocket, whether it's recurring, but it's not something that has high value. Most of the middle class, they think their home is an asset, but your home is not an asset until you give it for rent, until it gives money into you. It's not an asset, right? If there's no money coming in your pocket from your whatever you have, then it's not an asset. If it's taking money off of you, then it's a liability. So if you're having a home which is of whatever value, it's still a liability unless you're getting money from it, right? So liability and assets. So poor people, they have a lot of what they buy is they buy so many things, but it's all cheap stuff. You can get all of whatever they have. It'll all be $1 maybe. That's what they have, and they don't maintain their stuff because it's cheap anyway. Why do you have to maintain it, right? So that's what the poor people buy. How about the middle class? Middle class, these people, they think they buy assets, which is something that's of value to them, something that puts money into their pocket, but in actuality they're buying liabilities. For example, they buy the new car, they buy the new house. Well, they think it's an asset. No, it's a liability. So what do the rich people buy that separates them by a bunch? It's just one single thing. They just buy assets. Yeah, assets. And now whenever they get their new paycheck, whenever they get their monthly salary, they don't buy something that's a liability. They don't buy their new car. They don't go for a vacation. They don't buy a new house, right? They buy stocks. They buy real estate. They buy something that puts money into their pocket. So now what they're doing is they're making money make money for them. They're multiplying money, right? And now they're not, the money that the assets given to them, it's not hard earned, so they can spend it in whatever they want. So that's the only idea that switches them from the middle class to the rich class. And that's why the middle class never get off this working cycle. They just, month after month, paycheck after paycheck, they just keep going in this cycle. Whereas the rich people, they invest in some asset that pays them on a recurring basis, or maybe pays them once, but they multiply money. They make money work for them. Money makes more money for them. Whereas the middle class, time makes money for them. The more time they invest, the more money they make. The rich people, the more money they make, the money will make more money for them. That's it. So, hope you start buying a lot of assets. See you in my next video.